The timing of the Golden Week holidays is actually somewhat different from last year in that I think if you look at last year, it overlapped with the Mid-Autumn Festival. So therefore, the holiday period was a bit longer. You were talking about 8 days. Compared to this year, we're talking about 7 days. So therefore, going into the holiday, I think in general, the expectation is not that high. Some of the forward booking data that we have been tracking showing that domestically, we're expecting maybe about 4 to 5%, kind of volume growth. However, to Monica's earlier points, I think the outbound travel remain to be very rosy and robust. We're talking about 50 to 60% kind of year-on-year growth. In this part of the world, in Asia, we are seeing the top destinations, including Singapore, Malaysia, Japan, Korea, and Malaysia and Thailand, basically, no exceptions. But however, what is actually quite interesting is that, the Hong Kong and Macau has actually fallen out the top 5 spot for some of the OTA platform that they have been tracking. I guess for Macau, this is quite unique in the sense that, over the last, in June and July, we obviously have seen some softness in the visitation numbers, partially because there were a lot of diversions going into Japan and the other, countries. However, if we look at in the last 1 or 2 months in August, we're starting to see, some of the Chinese coming back into Hong Kong and Macau. To give you some numbers, I think the Macau visitations versus 2019, in August, it was back to roughly 95 to 100%. Back in July, we were talking about, 70, 80%. Similarly, if we look at, some of the hotel survey data that we have been, tracking, about a week or so ago, we did see, some of the hotel room were already largely filled up. So therefore, I think overall, I would say the expectation is quite low, and the setup for some of these travel stocks is generally quite favorable.